Unsolved 1954, the case of 64-year-old Violet McGrath. Violet McGrath was found dead in a flat at 59 Onslow Square, Kensington on the 10th of May 1954 with a stocking tied round her neck. It was thought that she had been strangled the day before on the 9th of May 1954 between 11 p.m. and midnight. Her post-mortem revealed her cause of death was due to asphyxia. She had been the mother-in-law of a famous film actor. She was found strangled in the hallway of the actor's flat in Kensington by her daughter. It was said that she had been killed in the lounge, and that marks in the deep piled turkey red carpet showed that her body had then been dragged into the hall and left against the panelled oak front door. Her daughter found her in the hallway after having just returned from Paris. Violet McGrath had lived in Westbourne Grove, Dorset Terrace in Paddington, but had been staying at her son-in-law's flat at 59 Onslow Square whilst her flat was being redecorated. After she was first found, the police said that they thought that she had been first knocked down by a blow on the head by someone that she knew, and that the blow could have been made by the fist of a woman or a small man. It was also heard that she had scratches on her body that could have been made by the manicured nails of a woman, and that a smear of blood found on her didn't belong to her. However, it was noted that the theory that her attacker had been a woman was undermined by the fact that her stocking had been torn from her. The police said that they thought that if she had been attacked by a woman, that the woman would have unfastened the stocking. They further noted that the theory that the attacker had been a woman was also not borne out by other evidence that they had found in Onslow Square. Newspaper reports described Violet McGrath as Gay Vi, saying that she was an attractive 64-year-old widow who had little time for the company of men, although she mixed freely in the night spots of London. Although it was thought that there were several indications that her murderer might not have been a woman, 4 points were put forward to suggest that it was. They were: 1. The scratch marks on Violet McGrath's wrists that suggested that she had been attacked in the flat by a person with pointed fingernails before she was strangled with the nylon stocking ripped from her right leg. 2. The absence of any assault. 3. The absence of any robbery attempt, even though Violet McGrath, described as a matronly-looking woman with blue-tinted hair, was wearing expensive diamond rings, a gold wristwatch, and had money in a post office savings book in her handbag. 4. The evidence of a neighbour who said that they saw a young woman leaving Violet McGrath's daughter's flat on the Sunday afternoon, which was the last day that Violet McGrath was seen alive. It was also thought that she might have been strangled by a chance acquaintance. However, the police said that they were unable to establish any motive, and other people in the building thought that it was unlikely. It was also noted that the police had not ruled out the possibility that Violet McGrath had been murdered by some tramp, as it was noted that there were many of them living rough in the open spaces and parks in the local district. Her inquest, which was held on Friday the 13th of August 1954, returned the verdict that Violet McGrath was murdered by some person or persons unknown. Although there are a number of other lines of inquiry and clues in the case known, her murder was never solved and remains a mystery to this day.